Alright, guys, and here we are. Last episode of Season 7. Um, Before I get into the review, I just want to take a couple seconds to reflect over what happened over the course of this season. This season has been hard for the losses that we've had, both Glenn and Abraham, and some of the others that we've lost in the mid-season finale and all along the way, and especially in tonight's episode with Sasha and all that. But despite everything, I think I would say that this season has definitely ended on a high note, and I think we should all be really excited to where it's going. I mean, we basically ended pretty comic book wise as far as the season ended. Literally, the episode came, I would say, straight out of the final pages of March to War. If you guys haven't read that, I'd recommend it. The parallels were just amazing to how accurate it was to the comics. And if you guys want to read up on anything to get you pepped for Season 8, I would recommend All Out War Part 1 and 2. Definitely expect some heavy comic book stuff from that storyline going into Season 8. I'm not exactly sure if it's going to take from both parts, if they're just going to do All Out War for part 1 of the season and then move into another story, but it seems the way that this season was going and going ahead into next, it seems like they're going to do the All Out War story. But getting right into the episode, I mean, the episode was very emotionally hard because this was Sasha's last episode. I mean, there's a lot of parallels that the episode did from last season's episode and also the premiere. You got the Abraham and Sasha interactions in her little dream where she's just like, don't go, don't go, don't go, don't go. You've got Sasha in the coffin the whole time, thinking over her life, which is kind of reminiscent of last season where you have just Glenn and Daryl and a few others in the back of that van, bagged and everything, and then just sort of dealing with everything. And then, of course, you have Maggie giving her speech about Glenn towards the end. But, I mean, the episode was really, really good. I mean, one of the things that actually was a little bit of a curveball, I think, for me, and maybe for you guys, I'm not sure, but the whole scavengers people doing that whole flip on everyone. I mean, you're thinking that, they're going to be the ones to help, but then like towards the end, I mean, I guess what kind of gave it away for me a little bit was when they're standing on top of the balcony, Michonne and that one chick from the scavengers group, and they're all just like, oh yeah, well, we're gonna win and everything, and then she just comes back moments later just like, we win. I'm just like, this double cross and traitorous bitch right here. But yeah, that was one of the things that I thought was interesting, how they stuck really good to just the whole fighting on the balcony while also paralleling just how desperate Negan was to keep the order going on in Alexandria. And then Shiva pops out of the frickin' blue, just tackles a dude down, a frickin' tiger, and Negan's just like, holy crap, it's a frickin' tiger. Just like, oh, we're getting out of here. And then just as Negan goes, he's just like flicking everyone off, he's just doing it. Just like, and there was some speculation that Negan was going to die, and I'm just like, nah, this character is way too rich, way too great to keep on going forward into Season 8. I mean, if they do it right, I would, suspect them to keep him around for a couple more seasons, but I'm going to leave that for another video just because I have some predictions to go over as we head into Season 8. I'll probably make a prediction video regarding the Season 8 going into Season 8 and everything. Of course, it's of course the 100th episode of The Walking Dead, so you have to imagine it's going to be special. And I know the producer Scott Gimple said that it's more about setting up those future stories that they're trying to do rather than celebrate the 100 episodes that they've made it to so far. But I just find it really awesome that this is going to be their 100th episode that they've got premiering come October and everything. But besides that, I mean, just the whole group, seeing them come together and just knowing that they're gonna fight together from now on is just really awesome. Um, as far as anything else, I will be doing a prediction video on what I think is going to go on into season 8, which I will be probably posting tomorrow just because of how late it is, but I just wanted to get the review out for this episode. But yeah, definitely a lot of parallels between both the finale and, of course, the premiere and everything. Just overall with the season, just to keep on going and everything. This season has been a little bit of an up down and everything, just for how I've been looking at it. You know, the reviews for some episodes haven't been exactly great, and the viewership has kind of gone down as compared to previous seasons. But I think the whole reason for that, and the reason that they had so many slower stories as compared to other seasons, is that they are definitely trying to milk. This season was sort of like how last season was like a build up to Negan. This is a build up to the actual conflict that they are having with Negan. And of course, next season will be that actual conflict. Now, how long that actual conflict is going to last, though, we're not entirely sure. I hope it lasts for a good long season, because then that gives them time to focus on other stories in the comics. Because as of right now, they're only maybe like one main story, maybe two main stories behind where they actually are in the comics and everything. And to see them go slower means that they want the comics to go ahead of them, so it gives them more story material once they get there and everything like that. But and I've read ahead in the comics, and to see the things that have happened there and to see what's going to transpire hopefully into the show makes me really excited that they're taking their time, because because this season did have one of the greatest things that it did, is it had many episodes were literally sometimes at times word for word from the comics, and sometimes scene for scene from the comics. Like the mid-season finale when Spencer dies came straight out of March to War. The scene where Negan and Carl are talking, and he asks him to remove his eye patch. That's straight out of what comes after. Things that Rick said, not today, not tomorrow, but I will kill you, came out of Something to Fear, the comic where Negan actually first appears and everything. But just seeing those things come to life and then actually reading them is really amazing to see it transpired on the screen. That's why I made sure before this season started that I read ahead and got those different tidbits in my brain so I could see how they compared them and everything. But let me know what you guys thought of season 7 as a whole. Let me know what you thought about the finale. Like I said, season 8 prediction video will be tomorrow, and I will do that. And you can obviously ask any other questions that you may have. But thank you guys for season 7 of The Walking Dead. I'm probably going to be doing more reviews for the upcoming movies that are coming out. The two that I'm looking forward to the most are The Fate of the Furious and The Circle. And of course, next month, May, is obviously a slew of movies, so a slew of reviews, obviously. When Fear the Walking Dead comes on, I'm not entirely 100% sure whether or not I'll do a review series on that, just because Fear is not entirely as popular as The Walking Dead. But it's something I have to think about doing. But also, since we're in the hiatus period of The Walking Dead, let me know if there are any other series that I should probably do. I know Bates Motel is ending soon. I was thinking about doing just a review video for the finale, perhaps, and maybe some for other shows. But as of right now, it just looks like movies in the video. I am going to Star Wars Celebration Orlando in 2 weeks, so I will be trying to do a video on that for any Star Wars fans and everything. And yeah, that's about it. So a lot of good things to look forward to, even though Walking Dead has ended. But I thank you guys for sticking around this season, and I thank all of you that have joined me over the past couple episodes that have given your support by watching and have listened to what I have to say, everything, and it really means a lot to me from the bottom of my heart. Just hit the subscribe button if you're new, hit the like button, and then, like I said, any questions, let me know. So thank you guys for Walking Dead Season 7. If I don't see you guys until Season 8, hope you have a great summer. On to Season 7, on to Season 8 and everything. And I will see you guys in the next video. Adios. And Lucille will be seeing you also. Bye.